Hello. Looks like the new chat widget doesn't scroll. That's going to be an issue. And yes, through Melon, it says repeating itself. Yeah, I can't scroll that manually either. Huh. Tested it a bit before we went live, but apparently not enough. Oh, okay, it just doesn't scroll in if the thing the person posts is too long. That's it. Okay. That's good. I can still see what new people say. That's the important part. New things people say. Okay. Hello. There's nobody in chat yet that doesn't already know me, but in case anybody watching the VOD later, my name is Dave Miller. I'm the project leader for the Bugzilla project. And we are working here today to take a dive into the 5.9.1 release notes, which is Harmony, our attempt to port the changes that Mozilla has made to their fork of Bugzilla over the last several years back into mainline Bugzilla, because they have a lot of features that everybody else wants. And so basically we took what Mozilla has in theirs and have been debranding it and backporting things here and there that upstream had that they didn't pick up. And so our task that we started last week is going through the commit logs for Mozilla's fork up through when we forked it back from them, and finding all of the stuff that they added and comparing it to the stuff that we had in our release notes for the stuff we released since then. So on our spreadsheet that we started keeping track of here last week, all of the lines with the red background are items that are in the mainline release notes since the point when Mozilla forked. And as indicated at the top here, anything that's in red here, if we find a matching copy in the commit logs for Mozilla's fork or Harmony since we forked it back, then we can get rid of the red color on it. If we get finished and there's anything red still on here, then all of these red items get changed to that feature got removed. And some of them, like the ability to tag comments right here, I know Harmony has that one. Mozilla did that. So that one is eventually, the red's going to go away when we find it. But we'll leave that as an exercise for our procedure when we get there. And the memcache D is in Harmony also, I know. So we'll get to those eventually. So somewhere down here, there was a lot of stuff that changed since Mozilla forked. There's our to-do. Okay. Okay, so we left off at November 7th in the commit logs, 2011. It was in, if I recall correctly, it was August of 2011 when they forked from us. So, what's that, 12 years? We got 12 years worth of commit logs to get through. Let's see. We need to find our commit logs again. So there's the Harmony commit logs. Starting with when they forked, yeah, it was August of 2011. So now we need to find November 7th. That's where we left off last time. There's November 7th. There's a bunch of stuff that day. So we should probably check it all just to make sure if we got any of it or not. Background color for security bugs. I remember seeing that, but I think I worded it differently. I think this was the one we were working on at the point we ran out of time last Saturday. I think I wanted to look at the bug number that went with it. Oh, that's the commit. I don't have a shortcut for that in here yet. Can you still make shortcuts in Firefox? I think you can do that. It's in the config somewhere, but we'll just do it the hard way for now. Okay, so this is saying they already had it and they want it on the attachment screen as well because it only did it on a bug screen. So if the attachment is on a secure bug, then the details page for the attachment should also have the security bug coloring on it. Okay, so I did word that incorrectly. Apparently we already had that before that point. Maybe that was buried in one of their 4.0 patches that they mass ported. That was the this commit right here, or one of them. Oh, the October 4th ones. Those are the ones. There were two of them on October 4th. There were big, massive commits that we didn't go through them yet. And we think what those were is patches that Mozilla had done by hand to their 4.0 install. And so this repo is 4.2, and they did all their hand-ported patches and put them in Git in the new repository in one big lump. So we still have to dissect those and find out what those were. Maybe that's a job for today. That would be less exciting and more okay, so where are we over here? Where was that? I saw that somewhere. It's probably going to be this because that's what they have now. Yeah, no kidding. I think at the time they weren't realizing that it was going to end up being ported back anywhere else, and they were just thinking it was going to be for them to keep track of their own stuff. Realizing my jacket here has green in it. So my chroma key is thinking it's part of the background. Yeah, as long as I'm looking at what's on camera here, I have one of the old Bugzilla t-shirts on today. One of these days I want to get reprints of those for sales so we can start selling them again. Because these are like from 20 years ago. And you can tell because it's all faded. It's wearing out. I want a new one that you can actually see it. So yeah, I think we'll leave this alone, even though that's not what that commit exactly was, because I know this is what it is now. They have a static banner at the top that doesn't scroll. It sticks at the top of the screen on the security bugs. And any private bug. They're a different color for non-security. It's still private. I think that's configurable by the admin on each group, what color gets used. So it's basically if the bug is a member of a group and the group has a color set on it, then it puts that banner across the top of the screen. With some text, that's probably configurable with that too. Okay. And a lot of these we're not exactly going to care about. They're not exactly release notable features. They'll just be cool extras if people run across them, or their back-end work that we're not going to care a whole lot about. Oh, I have a terminal window open from yesterday's stream still when we were messing with trying to install Harmony. Don't need that anymore. We'll come back to that later. We're all in the browser today, I think. And link was bizarre commits. I don't know if anybody uses that anymore. And that's something we've reverted since then. We got a Bugzilla favicon and not the BMO one. Let me see. I can make the text a little bigger so it's easier to read on stream. That had to be a documentation change. Oh, it's in the htaccess file. Interesting. Create a flag request whining extension. Request whiner. How is that different from the normal request whines? Or is this moving the whining stuff into the... Maybe I got used to it being on BMO and didn't realize we didn't have that. Okay. Like I said last week, the spreadsheet we're looking at is basically just a collection of all of the individual items. And then once we get them all put together and organized, then we'll go back and make the real release notes out of it. Okay, and they made edits to a custom form that was Mozilla specific, so we're not going to care about that. Cross signatures, I'm pretty sure we're a Mozilla specific thing too. Fix problem in a bug. Oh, okay. That's a bug fix. We don't care about that. Let's see. Let's add it to an extension that we didn't have yet. Is that in that list of extensions? I think that was in that mega commit. That's an extension that we're probably going to remove in that ship anyway. Okay, disable old flags because they had them all hard-coded at one point instead of using the UI to create them. That looks like a random UI fixes. The UI is all going to look different for everybody anyway, so we can just put that on their umbrella. The UI has been made prettier. I thought we already had this too. Oh, okay, it's adding specific pages to the list of things that aren't in robots or that aren't searched. That changes a lot of the meaning of the robots.txt. That might be worth mentioning, probably in one of the admin section notice or something. Did it have a bug number on it? It did. I don't have empty spaces at the end of some of these. Oh, what category would that fall under? Privacy or security, I suppose? I don't know. Let's call it privacy. Robots.txt was updated to better define what search engines are allowed to index. And that's the nice thing about them sharing the same Bugzilla installation that we do for their bugs, because we can still mention the bug numbers and not have to say they're somewhere else. Okay. It's all in the links. More YUI stuff. We discovered yesterday that BMO got rid of YUI 3 weeks ago. So we're definitely going to cherry pick that, probably after the 5.9.1 release though, because it's a big patch. Okay, that was end user facing, but not big enough for a huge headline. Okay. Additional options for ways to clone a bug were added to the clone bug feature. That'll cover anything. We'll just add bug numbers to it if we find more changes to make to it later. I'm interested in seeing what this is. It's probably not release notable, but okay. That's a bug that falls under general bug fixes. That wasn't quite release notable. It's basically the job queuing thing that sends the email as a background process. Was opening a new DB connection for every email it sent. And so now it's going to cache the connection. Reuse the same connection it's already got. Took multiple commits to fix that, apparently. Guided bug entry we didn't really have upstream, kind of, sort of. Many bug fixes to that. We could just say many improvements to the guided bug search. It's here anyway. Hide bug mail recipients from new users. That is definitely release notable. Okay. Okay. Recipients of notification email are no longer shown at the top of the confirmation page when making changes to bugs. I have to go back and fix the beginning because I missed the part. Are no longer shown to users who do not have the can confirm privilege. So if you haven't been around a while and gotten promoted, you don't get to see the email addresses of the people that are watching that bug. Okay, was that a bug or what the bug fix did? That's bug fix, okay. That was what the bug was that it was fixing. Oh, you know what? We are entirely looking at the wrong screen. I forgot about that. We should be in here looking at that. Okay, and I want to find Harmony. Because I was just looking, what made me think of that is the patch I was just looking at here to figure out what that was. Those are upstream people, those are not Mozilla people, which means this is a patch that they either cherry-picked or merged from upstream. So that's why last week we were actually looking at this. Because this shows us the branches side by side. Oops, went too far. Where are we? November 2011, there we go. So yeah, all that orange stuff was BMO, and the blue was upstream. But this means that was an upstream patch, so they took it in both places. In that case, we don't care about it because it should have already been release noted if it cared. Did we even list that? I don't think we mentioned it. That was the caching database connections one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's the one we were just looking at. So that's as far as we got. So all of these we don't care about because we already have them. Actually, we might care about them. Those would go on the list in red if they weren't already in the release notes. But if we cared about them, they should have already been in the release notes. Okay.
Rekurgi just followed on Twitch.
Oh, thank you for the follow. This is they don't quite put enough detail in some of these commit messages. Well, we have a bug number. Let's go look at the bug. Okay. "13 years ago." I see lots of upstream people. Yeah, I got committed on. So that was an upstream bug. We committed that upstream. So they must have committed it separately on BMO. Neat. Thanks for that trick. Actually, that's built into Firefox, I think. It's you have to set it up, but there's a feature for that, which I had in the Firefox on my other system. Why don't we go find that? Oh, it's bookmarks. Add a bookmark. Let's see. Not sure if it needs that. Yeah, that's working. That works. So that's built into the bookmark feature in Firefox. So. Okay. So we're back here. So that was an upstream bug, and BMO just took it separately, so it didn't get listed as a merge. And those are Mozilla bugs that we don't care about. Missing files from BMO 4. CSS files, okay. That was not a huge commit. That was part of the advanced fields feature though, which I don't remember seeing mentioned. That was definitely user facing. Looking to see if we already had this mentioned. There were lots of enhancements to that over the time that BMO has been separate, so it's going to get mentioned several times as we get through this list. We should probably just say massive overhaul to the showbug page and call it that. Advanced fields are hidden by default on the bug entry page. And UI is available to toggle them. Okay. Bunch of stuff we already have. Employee incident form. We're better at taking that upstream. It's still hidden. Ooh, do I dare look at it? I mean, we said what it was. They had it in the commit message. Let's go look at it. Parent bug, so Bugzilla itself had it in a different bug, and we have it fixed. Good. And ours is public. Okay. So we can ignore that. We have it. Custom bug filing templates for throwing errors. And those are all Mozilla custom ones, so we don't really care, because we probably got rid of them in Harmony. Better error checking. Problem with Splinter. Oh, I guess that is in the Splinter extension. Okay. We're not going to care about that because we didn't have it. Getting the Splinter extension altogether is a new thing for us. And that was listed in that list of new extensions over here, right? Yep. Right there. Okay, guided entry stuff, which is Mozilla specific, so we're not really going to care. Updates the user activity report. Let it shrink. Stay the whole size. Thank you. Keyword search called activity, which I use to see what Bugzilla users up to. Okay. Adding same defaults to it. That's not an upstream bug. So we add it to the notes, and that is user facing. User activity page now has same defaults for start and end date if they are not provided, instead of throwing an error. Those are all upstream stuff already. Preference for CC flag requestees to bugs. That's an ambiguous commit message. Okay. That's this right here. I can't select the text because it's part of the label. Okay. Okay. Call it the same thing everywhere. Email me when someone asks me to set a flag. Okay. No, that isn't it because it was added to the CC list. Maybe that's what it does. Let's look at the patch. All else fails, you look at the patch. Settings, descriptions. Okay. It's probably been changed many times since. Email 100 100, that's a label. They both have the same label? How does it tell them apart? Oh, one of them's 100, one of them's 101. Okay. So that's not what that is. Okay. So that obviously got removed at some point or moved somewhere and I'm not finding it. Automatically add me to the CC list of term like I'm requested to review. It's still in there somewhere. No, that is the so it's in one of those Perl modules and not the actual templates. Other preferences related to flags. This would be the one checking the setting of it and acting on it. Reviews and need info is the category. Okay. I don't have that category on here. Is that a subcategory under something else? Ah, there we go. I'll give them a hint where it is. Okay, next. Yeah, it smells like something we should have fixed upstream. Yep, that's an upstream bug. We fixed it, so they just fixed it independently instead of waiting to merge. Okay. That kind of sounds like something we should have fixed too. Yep. And we committed it all over the place. And then they merged and picked up all of the other stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I missed and hit copy instead of paste and got the bug number that was already there. Was that on each bug? There's a link to the top on each comment, I mean. That's probably not something worth mentioning. It was an upstream bug anyway. They just committed it separately. Lots of upstream. That was an upstream one they copied. Fix broken backport. That sounds like something we're not going to care about. Web trends tracking code? I don't think we'll want that upstream. It's part of the BMO extension. It is not in there. Good, we did get rid of that. Okay. Flag type comment extension. Well, that's a custom form. Not going to care about that because we didn't take most of those. Custom form. Tidying up. More forms. Well, that's a feature we need to have upstream. We should port it out of the BMO extension, put it in its own. Automatic CC for address that automatically gets CC'd if the bug is put in a certain group. Like there's ours, that's how we get notifications for security bugs. Should make a note over that. We're here for that. Didn't we already see this one? Always adding it to a different skin, okay. That lumps under the advanced fields being hidden. We're just adding more fields to the advanced section. Okay. General bug fixes we're not going to care much about. That kind of sounds like an upstream bug anyway. It wasn't. But it blocks one. The blocked one wasn't either. Okay. Oh, BMO4 was in a bizarre repo. Okay. Well, that's part of the flag type comment extension, which is new for us anyway. So we don't care. That's part of the new feature. Syntax error in the BMO extension, in the guided bug extension, inline history extension, Profanivore extension, bug fixes to extensions that we didn't have yet we're not going to care about, because the entire extension is a new feature. Okay, that's different merge points. That's something we need to port. That should have been in the secure mail extension instead of part of BMO's customizations. Learning fun things about the code that don't go in the release notes while we're looking through all of this. It gives us a link to click. Opens in the background. Okay, this is a bug fix to a bug fix. We're not going to care about that because the feature to hide them was new for us anyway. Okay. That was for flags that are, if the flags were made inactive because they were old and they're not using them anymore, they were hidden from the show bug page. But they forgot to keep them visible if they were already set. And so the fix they just did in that one that we were looking at was making it so that they still show up when they, if they've already been set, they're still on the form so that you can clear or change them. But once they're gone, they disappear, which is what it should be doing when they're disabled. Okay. Random stuff to do with Mozilla specific flags. Properly handling error messages in the email code, which is going to be irrelevant because we're not using that email code anymore. We just swapped that out a few weeks ago. That is an extension developer feature. And that is an upstream bug, so they copied it. So we already have it anyway. Upstream wait longer to get it. I don't see that bug number. Eh. Oh well. Patches could have priority flags. Oh, it's exposing the ones from the okay, yeah, that's taking the priority status and severity of the bug and exposing that on the attachment screen. So when you look at attachment details, you know the priority of the bug that it's attached to. And that also sounds like something upstream might have had. Let's go look at it. Nope, it's BMO specific. I don't know, that's a UI thing. Is that enough to put in the release notes? Any updates to the UI and the attachment details page? We'll just call it that. That falls. Labels should be right aligned in the bug view. That falls under the updates to the show bug. Update to an extension that we've got new. Bumping up the default max size. Oh, excuse me. I don't even use Mod Pearl anyway. It's gone. It's all under Moo now. Okay. Add PDF to the list of selectable content types. Upstream bug thought so. And they're not nearby in the commit list. Maybe it's because it's only mentioning upstream bugs that they, it's probably removing upstream bugs that weren't in the merge because the patch got excluded because they already had it. Since we're basing on the Harmony branch. Remove PDF from Bugzilla constants. Why? That sounds upstream too, but I'm curious about the reason. I did it again. I nailed the C instead of the V. Copy. Paste. Oh, two different patches for the same bug? Or did I grab the wrong one? Oh yeah, they are for the same bug. Okay. Adds a change to an extension that's new to us. Adds a change to an extension that's new. That looks like a nice bug fix. That's upstream that they cherry picked. Okay. Changes to a custom form. Changes to an extension that's new. That falls under the UI changes to the showbug form. That's changes to an extension. To a new extension. That's changes to a new extension. That's changes to an extension. Changes to a new extension. Reply link not quoting the entire comment. That sounds like an upstream that got cherry picked. Let's find out. It's not. Interesting. It's in the bug comments template. Okay, our reply code is completely different anyway. Wait. Here's the... Oh, that was the previous patch we were just looking at. Yeah, that code, we didn't have anything in here similar to that in 5.2 anyway. Okay. Instant search, what is that? Is that the quick search box up in the header, I guess? Oh, okay. So this is probably the same thing as the. Yeah, this is the same as the thing that's embedded on the new bug form. Looking for duplicates. It's just letting you use it manually instead of needing to go to the new bug form to get to it. Okay. That is definitely release notable. And I would call that a headline one. That has a bug associated with it. Yeah, most specific, of course. Okay. Fix this to a form that we don't have. Let's fix this to an extension that we don't have. Or that's new to us anyway. Okay, definitely going to need to see what the bug says about this one. Oh, okay. It was added to tag new users, but we had changes to Bugmail to support it. Okay. Let's change this to an extension anyway. The extension that was new to us. That was this one. Also, BMO actually branched from 4.1 before 4.2 was released. But all of our merges have been from Bugzilla 4.2, so it was after we went and released candidate, apparently. Yeah, because I don't remember passing the RC1 tag, so there's RC2 right there. There's the background color stuff, which looks Mozilla specific. We might have to fix that later. That better be upstream. It's not. Why not? Oh well, doesn't look like something important. It's fixing the way links are generated in the comments. That's changed to an extension that we already have. BMO extension has user activity page. It should be its own extension or pulled into core. If that was part of the BMO extension, then this entire thing is new to us. The user activity page getting added. Oh, that's upstream. Flags, because they had them hard-coded. Adding disabled custom fields. Oh, okay. That's an extension of that bug fix we looked at a few minutes ago, where they're hiding flags. They forgot to change it on the show multiple bugs format, but they did it everywhere else already previously. Fixed to a new feature. Something else in the BMO extension that should have been in core. We'll go through and file bugs for a bunch of these things eventually. That's a custom form. Profile activity. Why is that BMO only? Admin facing. What was that worded? Administrative actions performed by a user. That's BMO and I worked on it? Huh. Apparently that's a feature we used to have in Bugzilla 3.2, and it got removed in 3.4. And then they put it back. Except they added a bunch of stuff to it too. Okay. I think that was the case of the information was getting logged in the database, but we didn't have a way to view it on the... Okay. Creative actions performed on users. And we still never got that upstream apparently, which is interesting. Changes to forms. Changes to the user activity report, which is new to us anyway. Remove bug from the show bug titles. You can see that right here. There's no word bug in front of it. Backporting a probably upstream bug. Gonna backport this bug, but we're not going to say what the bug is. Okay. Extension templates getting tested by sanity checks. To developer change. That was an upstream bug, so we should have it already. That's something that should have been release noted on a previous release and wasn't. We already have it, so it doesn't need to be on these release notes. Oh, that's to an extension that we didn't have yet. Add the ability to get flag information to the web service. Looking at who the reviews are on it, that sounds like an upstream bug. So that was probably a backport or a cherry pick or whatever. Yep, that was upstream. So don't care. No reviews, so it's probably BMO specific. Bugzilla changed fields. Getting updated to say attachment created on the bug, or on the notification email. Okay. Oh, having a space in it broke it. That's all it was. That was a bug fix. Do I need to mention that? That sounds like it should be upstream. It is. Okay, that was a cherry pick. API changes, adding new fields you can get via the API. Get a report showing group membership. That should be in core. And that was the Bugzilla 4.2 release. Let's fix this to an extension that's new to us. That's extension that's new to us. Let's change this to an extension that's new to us. Exposing the groups. And that sounds like a cherry pick. It is. It's a BMO specific flag. ShadowDB for web operations. I hope that's a cherry pick. It is. User activity report, that's new to us anyway. Bug fix to a new feature. That is logging stuff, I believe. That's where BMO added all the logging code, which is new in Harmony. And the final fix-ups to that is part of our release blockers, wherever that went. Right here. Have that Arecibo thing anymore. It probably got renamed to logging at some point. Yeah, Arecibo's gone, so that's probably what Bugzilla logging is. Okay. So that is an administrator-facing feature. Access to those same things. Got enable products. Performance fixes. That'll fall under generic performance fix. That's changes to an extension that's new to us. Oh, the same header change we looked at before. Okay. That's obviously an upstream bug, which means we don't need to release note it, but it's got me curious on what the heck it's about because our description wasn't very good there. Okay, it's a performance fix. That's easy enough. Why didn't they just say that? Okay. Let's fix this to their PML custom stuff. Secure mail fixes. Secure mail is new to us anyway, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So bug fixes to secure mail we don't care about because the entirety of secure mail is new. Okay. Now it's a backport from upstream, so we don't care. Secure mail, inline history, and splinter. Those are all extensions that are new to us, so we don't care. Does not contain the people search. New operator does not contain added to the people search section of the advanced search page. And that is which bug it was, right? No, it isn't. Good thing I looked. Custom form. Oh, that's hooks to support extensions. Are we documenting new hooks anywhere? We should just say there's lots of changes to them and look at the docs. Not sure I understand how the hooks work. Trying to figure out how that's unique. It's mentioning which template it's from. Restore missing hook. The hook that was added to support an extension that's new to us, so we'll just say there's lots of new hooks. Yeah, we're individually listing the new hooks. It looked like it was called user, but that doesn't make sense because that's too generic. Anybody know how the template hook code works? Add that to my to-do list down at the bottom. That's a change to the secure mail extension, which is new to us anyway. So is that, and that. That is performance testing, debugging. That's an upstream bug they cherry picked. Okay. extension. Okay. Shell component watching is new to us anyway, right? Yep. Contributor engagement extension. Wasn't looking, I should cite the bug numbers on these. When we know them. Gee, lots of new extensions. At least they're putting new features and extensions instead of in the BMO in their own extension instead of BMO extension. Fixes the Gmail threading. That sounds like an upstream bug they backported. Or not. That was a change to secure mail, wasn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Keyword name and description as legal values. Oh, okay. That sounds like something that should have been upstream. Is that another cherry pick? Yep. External contributor, that's probably a cherry pick. Yep. Secure mail extension fix. Browser ID. Is that authentication? So we probably added hooks, right? Yep. Use template hook additional methods. Added to authentication templates. Authentication. There we go. So many extensions. Okay. Says it's a backport right on it. Okay, that's code being touched by BMO that needs to be ported out somewhere. Adding more custom flags for Firefox. Let's change to secure mail anyway. Project flag. A touched core code for it. It's primarily BMO extension. Component watching. It's new to us anyway. Browser ID is new to us. This says backport, so it's probably upstream. It's a logging fix, I think. Or not, wouldn't be logging because upstream didn't have that. It's email notifications. Anyway, it's a backport, so we don't care. Let's change this to new code. A new feature. Yep, it's gone. Good to know. We'll probably find another commit eventually telling us they removed it. But I bet that hook is still there though, because that would be a useful hook to have. Browser ID stuff, which we just said they got rid of. Initialize value error, that's a minor bug fix. Upstream. That's an API fix. That sounds like something that should have been upstream and backported, cherry picked, whatever. Yep, that was upstream. It's a cherry pick. Yeah, it's a cherry pick, so right in the description. Tracking flags are all new anyway. Logging stuff, it's all new anyway. BMO specific stuff, BMO specific, BMO specific. We have a new branch. We came back. Oh, it was just side effects of something we didn't merge yet and took later. Interesting. Okay. 4.2.1 release. And we have a crap ton of bugs that sound security related right after a security release. There's all the security fixes. That's what it was. They're backporting all the security fixes. Because they did not merge with 4.2.1. Okay, we'll sort out all of this when I get back. I need to take a break for a few because it's been 2 hours since we've started. I shall refresh my drink and use the restroom and so forth, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I think I started talking too soon. The music was still cutting me off. the loud ones. Okay. So the first one up we had left we're not going to count security bugs in the keyword lists for how many bugs have that keyword. I think all the security bugs we can assume we have in common. Inline history is new to us anyway. Additional security groups, BMO specific. That's BMO specific. BMO specific. Minor bug fix. BMO specific. BMO specific. Minor bug fixes. BMO specific. BMO specific. Let's BMO specific, I think. There's a lot of stuff in that monolithic BMO extension that should be elsewhere. They put lots of random stuff in there if they didn't know where else to put it, and we're trying to avoid touching upstream code. Yeah, it's a BMO specific thing. Toggle whether a comment is word wrapped? That sounds interesting. Oh, okay. That's a generic UI fix on showbug. That's not comment fills. Okay. I don't know, the description sounds like they're talking about the stuff up at the top. But oh, the bug morphed at some point. I don't know. That sounds minor to me. Part of the general UI changes. That looks like related to the same one we just did. That's Mozilla specific. That's minor bug fix. Mozilla specific stuff. Reverse resolve the IP address and account lockout notifications is what it says. Yeah, that's something they cherry picked. Okay. So I hope we have that. That's Mozilla specific, Mozilla specific, Mozilla specific. That's Mozilla specific. Oh, that's part of the Splinter extension. Okay. Extension's new to us anyway. Oh, security group mappings. Okay. That's... Those are custom forms. Fix for an extension that's new to us. Same. Same. I think we already mentioned that. We already mentioned that. Thought we did anyway. Oh, it's under the administrator stuff. I think. Where did we put that? Right there. Just in the BMO extension. Is that what we touched? Primarily, yeah. That's a change to an extension that's new to us. There's all the specific stuff. Adds that drop down in a different place. Etiquette page update. That's logging. Add support for detecting Android. Hopefully that's a cherry pick. That's what I wanted to do. Yep, that was a cherry pick. Extension fix, extension fix. I don't know, got to be careful with these changes to the BMO extension because half of them are considered core features in Harmony and they're just in that extension because that's where they put them. Search field and product chooser to allow selecting product component based on keyword search. It's this thing probably. Yeah. That's the drop down for picking your component. Betcha that's what that is. BMO extension is drop-down product component picker on Interbug page. Should that be its own extension or should that be in core? Should probably be an extension. Because if you got a smaller site that only has a few products, you're not going to need a drop down like that. But a bigger site, you'll want them. So you can. Oh, that's upstream. That's BMO specific. Update to an extension that's new to us. That's new to us. Yeah, it's new to us. That's new to us. Yeah, it's new to us. Bug is new. That's a bug fix to the product component search. That looks pretty BMO specific. More Mozilla specific, more Mozilla specific. BMP convert. And this list is getting long. That doesn't look like a new one. And it's not in there anymore. So that one's disappeared since. Voting is still in there, right? Yep. Uh-oh, what did I just do? I think I reset the list. Where did we leave off? It was shortly after the 4.2.1 release. it is. We saw that. Yeah, this is about where we left off. Yeah, that's what we were just looking at. There it is. It's not in there anymore anyway. It's updates to an extension. Let's see. That's bug fixes to a feature that's new to us. BMO specific. That's just fixing spacing right there, excuse me. The way that's phrased makes it sound like it's a cherry pick. Bugzilla. Okay. That was BMO specific, but then they got backported upstream. It actually got upstreamed later, which is nice. So they must have been porting it from somewhere else. Maybe it was something else they had in 4.0 that they forgot to. Let's see, that's secure mail. They have a crap ton of stuff in the BMO extension that should really be in a config file somewhere instead of hard-coded in the extension. That's a minor bug fix. BMO specific. BMO specific. Violet text field, what the heck is that? Oh, it's somebody's fancy name for the for that drop down at the top of the new bug page for the product component chooser. Just adding that to an additional page. Let's update the inline history, which is new to us. That sounds like it should have been a cherry pick. Yep. Looking right at the top here, we have product Bugzilla. Instead of BMO or bugzilla.mozilla.org. A little bit of time left yet. Improvements to 4.2 bug mail. That's pretty generic sounding. I hope the bug has better detail than trying to decipher the commit. Oh, that's a generic bug description. Default Bugzilla HTML bug mail is a bit harsh on the eyes and it's needed some adjustment. No explanation of what's harsh about it. Okay. That's added in this one. Why would they remove that from the upstream code? Those are new template overrides. Okay, the interesting thing out of this is we're showing fields in the same order they used to be in 4.0, so they're restoring old functionality that got lost. Okay, I don't know if any of that's release notable. Dummy commits. No bug number mentioned with that. So there is a hook for editing the bug mail recipients before the bug mail gets sent. And if the thing modifying that list removed everybody so there was nobody left in the list, it would crash. And that sounds like something that should have been upstream, but there's no bug number mentioned. Are we talking about watching stuff in the bug mails? Okay, that was the old code and they just moved it and indented it. That was this here. Git operations are being slow today for some reason. Oops, search box. Put that over here. Yep, that was fixed upstream. 5.2 has it. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that one because 5.2 already has it. Tracking flags are a BMO thing. That's a minor bug fix. That's a BMO specific thing. Yep. Secure mail is new to us. Component watching is new to us. Okay. Where were we? Okay, whatever that is, it's going to be part of a feature that's new to us. Bug bug fix though. Yeah, it's a general UI cleanup fix. We didn't take secure mail is new to us. Status flags are Mozilla specific. That's a UI fix. Search facility. Oh, that's adding that autocomplete for products onto the browse page. You probably added a hook to make that work or something, right? I was just exposing more variables to the template. Okay. That's BMO specific. That looks like a minor UI fix. Same there. Ref name is ambiguous, but it does the right thing anyway. It's because I have a branch named Harmony, and I also have an upstream named a remote named Harmony. And the branch has Harmony main. Okay. Then the login page is okay. So they added it in too many places and got rid of the extra ones, but it's still there. Okay, nothing I need to do about that then. Tracking flag values added to the headers. Type 2 on those mean it's a tracking field. It's adding a new header to email. And that will need to be cleaned up a little bit for the actual release notes, but that'll be enough of an idea to figure out what it is. BMO specific stuff. It says in the description that it's a backport from upstream, so we'll assume it is. Bug list URLs should not contain a token. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense if you logged in at the same time. I don't know if that's worth release noting. Probably not. Oh, it's upstream anyway. They cherry picked it. Guess we don't have to worry about that. Missing changes from BMO4. Well, they're mostly to their forms and stuff. Or BMO specific. Product user breaks bug cloning. Okay, so that's a bug fix to the other features they added. Ooh, lots of rewrite rules for their forms. We didn't take any of those, right? I don't have an htaccess file, so.
Anajamizats just followed on Twitch.
Hello. Thanks for following. All right, because we don't use Apache anymore. It's a standalone daemon, so we don't have htaccess. That's why it's not there. Okay. Minor bug fix. That's a new form. BMO specific. Okay, that's a BMO specific thing. Primary key to the bugs activity table. That sounds like something they better have cherry picked from us. Doing okay so far. Taking a dive through commit logs for two branches we're trying to merge back together and figuring out which things they had in common and which ones are different, so we can get release notes reflect the correct changes for upcoming release. And yes, this was upstream, so that's one that they cherry picked from us. Same as this one, probably. Yeah, we got upstream reviewers in the list. That's upstream. So is this. Oh, that's a custom template. That's a Mozilla specific one. We merged a branch that Mozilla had customized heavily. And we're finding all of the things that they did that affect us and getting them added to the release notes. And a lot of the stuff that they did got removed afterwards because it's specific to them and we don't care about it for the general public product. That is an upstream cherry pick because it has external reviewers on it. So is that. And if we already had it upstream, then we don't care about it for the release notes because the upstream's release notes should already include it. And that one was BMO specific. Okay, what did they actually do? Oh, okay, custom field. Huh. That's definitely BMO specific. That's BMO specific. Request forms are BMO specific. Anytime they do weird things with the branches where we got multiples coming back and forth like this means they probably cherry picked a bunch of stuff. Web service utilities. Yeah, web service stuff is probably... It doesn't say it's a cherry pick, but it probably was. That's that one that we saw earlier that we cherry picked from them. Apparently we did more things to it since then, so they added our stuff back to it. Splinter is specific to them. Local LTAP stuff is specific to them. Request form is theirs, budget form is theirs. Okay, so we have... Oh, that's got LP Solet review, so that's upstream. This is the one we were wondering about. It's web service, and most of the web service stuff got ported both directions. Yep, that's an upstream bug. Okay. Cool. Request for what? Don't do requests generally. This is a request for help or something. Oh, I see, friend request. I don't generally do that with people that I don't know, so if you've been around for a while, we get to know you maybe. Mostly business around here. And this song always throws me every time. That song just ends abruptly. I think the music quit, but it's just the song. Okay, refreshing a page, not updating fields. That seems like a minor thing anyway. Got the backport of an upstream bug. Okay. Okay, that's an update to an extension that's new to us. Persistent template provider. That sounds like something that should have been upstream. It is. So they cherry picked that one. Product dashboard. Does not exist. That's been added and removed. We didn't keep it. Minor bug fix. BML specific stuff. Changes to extensions that are new to us. My dashboard. New extension. That one we kept. Okay. So that one goes on the notes up at the top here. Is there a bug number going with that commit? Nope. Okay. The dashboard is useful. Oh, it's a big button right here. There's the dashboard. And yeah, I'm the TriageBot user right now, which has nothing, so there's nothing here to look at. Okay. Lots of updates to the dashboards. Product dashboard must have been something Mozilla specific since we didn't keep it. Okay, that's Mozilla specific. And that we probably should have taken upstream, but it wouldn't have included the secure mail portion of it because we didn't have secure mail. That's also BMO specific, right? Yep. Okay, so we didn't take that because we weren't encrypting them anyway. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Leave that tab open for later. It's an API thing, so that probably better be cherry pick from upstream. Yes, it is. We adopted the patch reader extension, or module. That's upstream, right? No. Yeah, we have it in here. We don't have it in here, so we did not take that upstream. That is a developer note. Patch reader Perl module was adopted into Bugzilla core. Since the module has been unmaintained for years and we still need it. see, we're at August 16th. And just in case we get lost somewhere, I'm going to make a note of that. Of what year? 2012. This is going to take forever. We spent 4 hours on stream dealing with this last week, and 3 hours so far today. And we are nowhere close to being anywhere near done. We got 12 years to go still. Dashboard improvements. Interdiff breakage was because of adopting patch reader. Oops, thanks for hanging out with me. There we go.